Hi everyone.
Hi everyone.
Welcome everyone to my business page. My name is Lynn. Now I'm the stay-at-home mom and also global digital business owner. And today I'm very happy when I can invite the special guest to visit my business page today. Sidlin come from USA. Hello, how are you today?
Hi. I'm good. Thank you. Thank you so much. How are you?
Yeah. Yeah, thank you so much for taking time to visit my business page today. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
really happy. Yeah, and could you tell about yourself with our audience who watching now and who watch relay? Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you, Lung. Thank you for give me
You're welcome.
opportunity to come to your page to tell about the business. Hello, everyone. My name is Lynn Hugill. I live in Washington, United States, and I came from Vietnam, and I lived here for 28 years. Absolutely, that I try all my best to speak English so you guys can understand what I'm talking about. And well, this now it's Washington time. It's 12 o'clock p.m. on Monday. So hopefully, I try to tell you everything about my business and how I go, how I'm working, and why I joined this business. And hopefully, my English is so. I try all my best to let you know and to let you understand. Thank you for your patience.
Thank you for your sharing. Your English is really good. You say
Oh, thank you.
you say to me your English is not good, but your English is really good. Yeah,
Thank
and
you. Thank you
Finland
so much.
today I'm really happy because you accept my invite to my challenge today. We speak Vietnamese and we speak in English today. Yeah, yeah. Everyone, hi everyone. We are speak English, but we Vietnamese, and I know my English is not good. And Sidlin say English is not good, but we try to challenge uh, ourselves. Okay, yeah, and
Right. That's right.
we can do that, and you can do that. Yeah, don't
Thank
worry
you.
about that.
That's true.
Yeah, Simply, I want to uh, inspire the people who like to study English, but they really scared. They speak English, make a mistake, and they cannot speak English. Me too. Before I'm in Vietnam, I'm studying English, and I cannot speak English. Because I'm always scared when I speak English and make the mistake, and I
And
have
people
wrong
laughing at you.
pronunciation. Yeah, and I cannot. I study about. I remember I studied 2.5 years, but I cannot speak English. I understand what the people say, but I cannot answer them because I'm really scared when I speak English and make the mistake. That's the reason
Mm-hmm.
why, yeah, that is why I cannot speak English. And I'm really grateful when I have my friend. Uh, she talked to me. She say, if you speak English, you have to speak English day by day, and you practice. And you that
Right.
is why when you speak English and the people can hear you and can repair your mistake. Yeah,
That's true.
and,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, the
and
same at here. When I speak English at home with my children, and
mhm.
sometimes they say, "Mom, it wasn't like that. The sound like wasn't right." And then sometimes I just try to excuse myself. I say, "It's okay. I try on my best, because
Yeah,
English is not my language, so I try. Okay, you guys
yeah,
have your job have to understand what I'm talking about. But sometimes it's not right. But I just say, well, I practice every day, because my
yeah,
husband English
yeah,
speak English. He didn't speak Vietnamese to me,
yeah, yeah.
and also with my children, and I always tell them, you guys have to speak Vietnamese at home with me. So when they was young, and I told them, if you speak English at home, you pay me $5 time if you speak English at home. But if you speak Vietnamese at home, I'll give you $20 a word for every week. So that's why sometimes my oldest son, and he told me, Mom, it's not that's not right. I say $5. Mom, I said $10. He said, Mom, that's not Good. That's not right. $15. Keep talking, son. I told you already, if you speak English at home, you will pay me $5 a time. Keep doing that. And he said, I don't have money to pay you. And I say, it's okay, $20. You don't have money to pay me. You can work like, clean up, mow the yard, clean, bathroom, do the dishes, so you pay for. And then, but after that, and they keep speak Vietnamese at home. So now that all my 3 children speak really good Vietnamese at home.
Yes, that's a good way to teach them. Yeah,
That's true.
yeah.
That's true.
Good way. I have to study from you about that because I'm really scared my child now. We're both here, and my husband is German and always speak German, and my husband speaks English and mix German. Now that's a big problem with me. I always mix German and English together, and that is why now my English is not good and my German is not good, and I'm really scared in the future my son cannot speak Vietnamese, and my mom in Vietnam really worry about that, and that is why now I'm stay here and I do this business because
that's true. Yeah, if you want your child to speak Vietnamese, you have to speak to them the Vietnamese at home, because I have a lot of friends. They are Vietnamese, they are Vietnamese, but they always speak to their children English.
Yeah.
And when their children, growing up, they say, why you don't speak Vietnamese? They don't blame your children because you are the one who taught them broken English. So how can they speak Vietnamese at home? Even you don't speak Vietnamese, you didn't speak Vietnamese at home to them, and now you expect that they speak Vietnamese at home? No way. So that's why I'm really strict about that. So that's why my all 3 children speak really, really good Vietnamese.
Yeah, it's the good way. Yeah, I'm really admire you so much, Caitlin. Yeah, this is the good way to keep they speak Vietnamese.
That's true.
Yeah. It's good, and I'm sorry I can introduce myself a little bit, okay? Yeah. My name is Lynn. I was a nurse. I have already 9 years worked as a nurse in Ho Chi Minh City, and 4 years ago I have a change to go to Germany, and I got married with my husband, and now I'm stay-at-home mom of the 11-month boy, and
that's nice.
Also global digital business, and that is why I can connect with so many global digital business owners around the world, and that is why I know Caitlin here. And today I'm really happy and can invite you to visit my business page today. And I would like to know, how did you know this business? Could you tell us about your story? You become the digital business owner now. Thank you so much.
Thank you for that's really good question, and then I will tell you that's really important thing that I believe it's time to change. You sign up, I work really hard. I work really hard. Sometimes I work like 14, 15 hours a day. And absolutely with the, that time, I don't have enough time for my children. And I remember when they was teenager, they take care of themselves. But when they was like a toddler, 5, 6 years old, they stay with the babysit.
Yeah.
And babysitter, the one who take care of them, who take them, pick them up after school, who taught them good thing, bad thing, I don't even know.
Yeah.
And I go to work, and after work I get up at 10 o'clock p.m. and I came to the babysit to pick them up. And when I got home and they all tired, they go to sleep. Yeah. And in the morning to wake up and feed them at breakfast, drop them off to school and go to work, that's like a repeat that day after days, year after years. And then when my children go to high school, I don't even have time for my daughter or my sons because absolutely I'm tall, so my children's tall. My son is joining with the football, and he's a quarterback player. And my daughter, she joining with the volleyball. Yeah, volleyball, So, but every time that her team go to the another school, they have a game, I never present because it's work. I can't take the day off. And that most player, when they play, they need to have a parent to sit right there watching them player and cheer with them when they win.
Yeah.
Or sometimes they pass the ball is good. They want the parent be there to applaud with them, to encourage them, to cheer the happiness with them when their teams won too. But I don't have any. I never be there for my children because I give my answer just say I'm busy. Sorry, I can't do that. So anytime my son or my daughter ask me, Mom, can you go to the game for next week? We have the game with another high school. And I say, I'm sorry, I'm busy. I'm at work. Always. That's what I always say. And I look at in my daughter, I can see, disappoint, and I can see that she hurt, but I don't know what to do because I just say, I believe myself that if I'm working, I make money and I save the money for my children. That's a good thing. That's the right thing to do for every, woman or every mother, but it's wrong. The children, they don't need that. They need you guide, you be there for them. They need you holding them when they fail the test and say, baby, you can't do it. Just encourage them. Or sometimes they be bullied at school. They came home, they hurt, they need the mom, the mom be there for them. But all my 3 children, I don't have chance for that. And when my son, get married, and my daughter go to the Berkeley University in California. It's one of big school in California. So and then first year I remember first year in university, and she came home and they all 3 sit together, and my son, my sons, my daughter, and they asked me, Mom, what is important in your life?
Yeah.
It's really, really hurt,
Yeah.
because they wake me up.
Yeah.
They wake me up because I thought that I work and I make money. I save money. For them is good thing, it's right thing to do.
Yeah.
But why my children ask me what is important to your life? And then I tell you are. And they say, really? And I think about why my children ask me that question. Why they ask me? Because to me, that time I'm a single mom, and I thought that my children, that they are my, my everything, But why my children say that to? They say at me, really, Mom? We are? I don't think so. So after that, and I think, what should I do? What should I do so I can change my style of life right now? So I can be there for my children. I can be there for my son. I can be there for my daughter. And I'm looking for, and I'm looking for, and I'm looking for. And until I saw, the girl, and she talked about the digital music owner.
Yeah.
But the first time I heard, and I don't know what is that, because to me it's really, really new to me. Everything I never heard of before, So I passed. I don't want to listen all her conversation and all her video, whatever. So, and later on, I watched YouTube. I saw her again, and I passed again because I said that's woman talk too much. And 9 times after, everything done, I laid down with that when absolutely I remarried my husband. And then I don't even know what is that either. So that I remember that night, And I saw her again. And I said, what's wrong with this woman? She keep go to my channel and talk about the business. I have no idea what digital business, is. And then I pass again. And a couple days later, I turn on the YouTube. I saw her again. And I said, I have to, okay, this time I'm listening. So I just sat there and 3 minutes, like you guys watching us right now. And I listened all, the videos she talked when she came to Finland. She's mother with 2 baby boys, and then she working in the COVID, camp, and then everybody got a job and baby, school clothes, everything like that. And I say, what's going on with that? And what is it? So that time I start to connect with her. I left my email and my name in her website. So next day she connect with me, and I make the question. I say, what is that? And she told me, oh, that's a digital music, a global. And I have no idea what she's talking about. But I'm the one who, if I don't understand, I keep asking until when I get it. But the more she talk and the more I don't understand. And I say, what this woman talk about? But I looked up, I follow her Facebook, and I see she have a very, very good life. She enjoy her life with her family, her 2 baby boys, all things like that. And I say, wow, maybe, and join it, we'll see what's going on. And then she told me, okay, first you need to pay $149. You join in, and then you will see, invite you. When I invite you, come to a community, and you will see how people working, how people run their business, and how much money they make.
Yeah.
And I said, okay. And she invited me to come to, the community. And when I came to community, and I saw, oh my goodness, is it true? And she said, it's true. But I'm still, okay, I have to searching around, and I searching. So I said, okay, I want to do that, because that's what I'm looking for. Because this business, you don't have to work, too many hours, like, she told me, you don't have to work too many hours, like, you're working now. But that time is, after my children talk about it, I get married, so I'm not working in a company, so I became Uber driver.
Yeah.
And I became the dasher, so really hard, because it's, I have a lot of chance to really dangerous, because you're driving all day long in the street, Absolutely. I grateful to Uber and DoorDash, because they help me, in that time I have money when I'm working, but the time is, I don't have, I don't see in my future is, because I work, I have money. I don't work, I don't have money. But now I'm a 52. I can driving, but maybe 2 years, 3 years, 5 years later, can I driving 10 hours a day like this?
Yeah.
And then I said, okay. So when I joined in, and I talked to my husband, and then he said, no, babe, I don't think that's a good thing for you, because it's scam. I say, no, I talk, and I see in there, I pay. Absolutely. I talked to my husband when I pay $149 already.
Yeah.
And I say, well, I really want to work this job, so I need your support. And he said, no, babe, you don't know anything about a computer. You don't know any technique. You don't know anything about it. How can you work for that? And I say that if you give me a chance, I will challenge myself, and I will approve for you. Because I don't know what I'm doing now, but I believe that, I can do it. So, and then he told me, no. And I talk to my children, and they all say, Mom, I don't think that's a good, I don't think that's a good choice for you. So, well, but that's our opinion. And then you can thinking that's up to you, but I don't think, because you don't know anything about a technique. You don't know anything about IT. So how can you work for that? And then I go back to my husband. I say, babe, please help me. I really want to work this job. And he told me, no, I told you no. And I say, oh gosh, I need your help. Okay? Because I know that I'm not good about the IT. I'm not good about the, the technique. But if your help, if you support me, I believe I can do it.
Yeah.
And he said, no. But, to me, everything I always pray. I do everything. I pray. I asking God to help me.
Yeah.
I pray every day. And I pray, I ask God to let my husband, happy when I work in that or support me. I keep pray and I pray every day. And then, so he still say no. And one day, so I said, okay, I say, I have to do something. And I cook, for him, lunch every day for him. But, I ate because he got off around 3:15. So I ate till he got home. And I still, have the food, everything on table. And he eats by himself. And I went to my bed and I laid down in my bed. And then he came up and said, you don't want to eat? I say, you eat. I just say that. I don't tell him that I ate already. But I just say, you eat. And he said, what's going on? I won't say a word. I didn't say a word, So I tried to what they call, strike with him. And then, so he came and asked me what's going on, why I laid down in my bed and then, laid down in the bed and then looked so sad like that. And I said, well, I want to start my business, but my husband didn't support me. My children didn't support me. And where can I get that? You are my husband, you don't support me. And he said, oh, babe, I just try to protect you because I don't want my wife get hurt. I don't want somebody to scam my wife. That's what I'm worried about you. And I say, but this business is real. It's, real people and real business. Everything is real. He said, I believe you, but I don't believe them.
Yeah.
And, okay, you don't believe them, it's fine. So we stop right here.
Because he don't want to get more information about the business. He just outside, don't want to get more, don't want to get more information. That's the reason why
That's
he
right.
don't support you.
And and next day I do again, and he came home and put everything on the table, and I go to my bed again. So he say, "What's going on here?" I say, "I'm working, but I want to work, but my husband don't support me." So he said, "Go eat first." I say, "No, you eat." And then third day I do the same thing, and he said, "Come on, please." I say, "No, nobody support me. I don't want to talk anything else." And he told me, "Okay, I'll let you work. I wish you successful in this business, but if you lost, if you've been a scam or whatever happened to you, don't ever, never talk to me about a business online again. Okay?" So I say, "Okay, that's a deal." And I start to do business. And the first day when I came to this business, I have no idea what I'm doing now. But pray to the Lord. I'm grateful to my coach, Yang Trần, and my wonderful Queen. She's my mentor.
Yeah.
She worked with me. She worked really, really hard with me. She helped me, be there for me anytime I need. And actually, the first time she sat there with me 4 hours to help me, to guide me everything. I don't understand, And then sometimes I'm crying because I don't. She keep talking. She keep telling me what do that, and I say I don't understand. And I say, how can I stupid like that? And she says, "Sister, don't say that. because that's new to everyone. When I became the digital business owner like you, I don't know anything about that too, but I keep learning. And now, so if you keep trying, you will be like me. And I say, okay, I will try. And I keep trying. But that time when we came and they don't have the Vietnamese, they don't have the OBI, they have training site only with the English only. So we need to use a Google to translate. Absolutely, you guys know that I don't speak English well, okay? So I can speak, but I don't good like reading. I don't good like writing. To me, everybody say, oh, you speak English really good. I say, no, not at all. Anytime I speak English at home, my children always laughing. Mom, that's not like that. Mom, I say, that's okay, because I try to excuse myself and say, that's not my language. I don't care, So sometimes, but yeah. And then I keep learning and keep learning. But praise to the Lord until the end last year and beginning this year, an OBI came. So everybody very easy to take the OBI. OBI, what is the OBI? It's like online business interface. So that's so the business with the Vietnamese, language. So very easy for anybody. The Vietnamese, you guys don't speak English, no problem. Because they make the video, they speak Vietnamese, all video they have, they guide you how to create the business page, create the domain, create the funnel, create the GoDaddy, everything they speak Vietnamese is so easy for you guys, okay? So when I took that, with that person, and I day by day, absolutely, I'm not complete yet, but I understand, and I have more education, and I understand when the customer came to my page, they asked me, what should I do? So I have, enough to tell them what it is and how you guys you run your business is. So, so that's why when I took that, with the OBI, and then I got that. So, and now I'm, confident to tell you guys that I can do it, so that you guys can do it. And you know what? Now I'm not like a big, successful like all brother sister in this community, but I am successful right now. Successful because I win myself. I won myself, and I have proof for my sons, my daughters, my daughter-in-law, my husband family know that I'm successful in this business. And I'm confident to tell you, it's happened to me. It will happen to you.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that.
Exactly. Yeah, everybody can do that if they give themselves a chain to overcome the comfortable zone. Yeah, because before I'm always stay on the comfortable zone. I'm scared to fail or something. I scared to scam or something before, but I'm the same you. When I have the baby, I want to have the part-time job. I want to work from home. I want to earn from home. I don't want to stay at home and do nothing. It makes me feel boring. That is why when I know this business, and yeah, it's amazing business, and it's suitable to me.
True.
Yeah, suitable to me. And yeah, yeah, me too. Mine is not good. And when I know I study with the training side by English, oh my God! But I always think it's a challenge, opportunity. Yes, and if I can overcome all the difficulties and I can develop myself. Okay, and that reason why I give me my chain, and I decided to do the business. And my husband the same. Your husband don't support me. Didn't support me at that time, but now he support me. He take care of my baby for I go right now. Yes, I'm really happy.
That's good. That's good
Yeah.
change. Yeah, that's a big change for you. So like now, if my husband, he real happy, and I show him the how I make this this business and what I got on last month, and he very shocked, and he very happy because he said, what you make? I say, yeah. And now he, change day by day, and then, so. But absolutely, with this business, that they changed my life too, and I don't have any stress. I'm more happy to my husband, my children, my friend. I have more time for my grandchildren. I have 4 grandchildren. So that's why when anytime my son and my daughter-in-law say, Mom, can you come and take care of the kids for we? I said, no problem. Anytime. Yeah. So I'm happy with what I have. And thank you, Laura. And thank you so much for you inviting me to come to your page to tell my story. I know that I keep telling that all the time, but maybe from my story, so invite someone, you still afraid, you still have the fear because you don't speak English. You are not good about the IT. Just keep doing that. Believe yourself. I can do it. You can do it.
Yeah, thank you so much for your sharing. Yeah, today when I hear your story, make me so many emotion. Yes, because I'm I have my baby too, and I when I hear you tell your story, and yeah, you make me so many emotion. Yes, yeah, and that is why now I don't want to, when I hear you say that, and I don't want to work so many and let my baby for the babysit or something. And that reason why yeah, that reason why I choose this business. It's suitable to me. I can earn from home, work from home, work from anywhere. Yeah, this business is amazing. The business, and that reason why now I want to invite everyone who is watching now and who what relate, if they want to find the part-time job or the, yeah, and the stay-at-home mom look like me. Yes, I hope they can overcome the comfortable zone and can do this business. It's suitable with me, and I can do it. And so you can do. Don't worry. Yes, have the training side by English and training side by Vietnamese. Yeah, it's really easy for study. Yeah, so many small video and easy to study. And yeah, Lynn now 52 years old and she's really happy now. And yeah, that reason why today I'm really happy when you accept when you accept and my challenge to visit my business page today and speak English because I want to invite so many people. Yeah, my English is not good, but I can do it, and so you can do. Yeah,
that's true. That's true. So, guys, you know what? Don't be fear. Okay.
yeah.
So you guys believe yourself and ask for help, because this business, that's it's not a job like you work for 1 year, 2 year, 3 year that follow you for all your life. So that's why became the business owner. I have a lot of change. I change my lifestyle. I'm happy. I'm more happy. I'm enjoying my life with my husband, with my children, my grandchildren, and I'm more easy to say yes with all my children. And also that I always have the positive thought, because before I'm always think, can I do that? I don't know what's going on if I do that. But now I just keep saying, thank you, God, to give me the strength so I can do it, and also that I say, well, if I don't believe myself, who can believe me?
Yeah.
So that's why I always, talk to myself, say, you can do it, Lynn. Don't worry. You can do it. Keep doing. Keep doing. That's what I believe. And then now I'm sit here and tell you guys that if you still have stuck in your life, you work 9 to 5, you and mother up to 2, 3, 4, 5 child, whatever, doesn't matter. Okay. If you want to 2, 3, 4, 5 years later, you don't have to work. You can make your dream come true, and you can bring all your family travel place to place, and you can do whatever you want. Like you can help your loved ones in Vietnam. If you live in America, you live in Germany, Japan, you live in Finland, you live in Europe, you live in Asia, you live in Africa, wherever. If you want to love help your loved one in Vietnam. Okay, so join this business and try the best you can, because you not work by yourself. You have our community, and also you have your coach and your mentor always to be here to help you. And just reach out with Minh Luân Ngô, and I believe that she's a good mentor to tell you, to guide you, to help you until you successful as soon as you want to. Okay, and also that I would like you to follow her business page, and then leave your name and your email in her website, so, and then she will reach out to you and let you know and guide you and tell you what it is and how you want your life is. Okay, if you want, you have 2-3 years later, you retire, you don't have to work hard like now, you join this business, you will be there. That's what my goal is, because I don't want my husband work, because my husband, he said he will work until 67. But I say, no, next year you retire. And you 63 years, you can retire at 63. You don't need to work on 67, so that's what my goal is. But like I told you guys that my story, and hopefully that inspires you. And then you guys join this, you will see what we do. And when you become the business owner, your life will be changed. Trust me. And thank you for watching. Thank you, Lynn. Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Once again, thank you so much, Lynn, today to share your story and share your experience in this business. And I think after so many people, they can reach out you, because I think you're a good mentor. And before we say goodbye, I want to say thank you so much for taking time to visit my business page today. Lynn, you invite me so much, because you 52 years old, but you have more successful in the business, and I admire you so much. And you invite for our audience, and
hopefully they heard my story and they will challenge like me, so they have the good life like us. Yeah. Thank you so much, guys. And thank you. So I thought the time is come up, so we here, we don't want to keep you guys for that's long enough to listen to my story. I just say thank you for your patience, because I know that I'm the one who's love to talk. I talk so much. So my husband sometimes he says, "Why you talk too much?" But
don't worry. Yeah, you so cute. Don't worry about that. Yeah, you share so many experience. Your experience is good for everybody who want to do this business, but who scared, who not good at English, or they scared to scare social media, the same me before and now. When I hope everybody can the same like that and hear our story, and I think they can overcome and they can do this business. Yes. And before we say goodbye, I want to say thank you. So ship Quyết Phạm, ship Minh Thu, ship Khang Ngọc Bích. Yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. Now in German now 9:41. Yeah, it's too late now. Yeah. Thank you for everybody watching. Thank you so much. Bye bye, and see you later. See you the next.
Thank you, Lynn. Thanks again for giving me opportunity.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, everyone.